I have a hockey stick, so we're going to keep talking hockey. Helene St. James of the Detroit Free Press is here as Dave plays with his Michigan Panthers shirt.
I like that. That's classic, man.
I picked that up in Ann Arbor, added that to the pile.
30 years ago, right? 31 years ago.
Dave's taking that home with him.
Championship.
I don't think so. Hold it up. See the size. You maybe take that home for your daughter. You can trade.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's
that
a schmedium right there.
There you go.
Helene joins us. Are you in Philadelphia still, or did you make it home?
I made it home.
You made it home, all right.
I was on the same flight as Ryan Martin, Yuri Fisher. If that had gone down, there'd be a lot of job openings in Detroit. But
there you go.
So they gave you all the inside info then on the flight, right?
Actually, I sat next to a scout from Edmonton, so I got more of the lowdown on Edmonton.
Ooh.
What does the scout think of the Red Wings?
They're impressed with how well the Wings continue to win year after year, despite 15th overall this season, or in this year's draft, was the highest they've picked in more than 20 years. I mean, it's a pretty remarkable run they're on, and you saw last season how much impact young players had on the success, and those are for the most part second, third, and lower round in the first round, lower round picks. Detroit finds a way to keep winning despite never ever being high up in the draft.
Helene, you were talking this week on Freep.com and in the Detroit Free Press about some of the names that the Wings were seeking. Dan Boyle, one of the guys, but he may command maybe too high of a price. What do you see the Wings doing in the next 24, 48 hours with this free agency opening up?
I think Dan Boyle is definitely the ideal candidate. I mean, he's got some miles on him, but if they can get him for 2 years, that will kind of bridge the gap until they get Ryan Sproul or Xavier Ouellet, Backman, some of these guys ready for the NHL. So he'd be ideal. Matt Niskanen is without question the number one defenseman on the market, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody throws 7 years and $6.5 million average at him, which is too much in my opinion. What the Wings really want is a defenseman who shoots right. Buffalo is buying out Christian Ehrhoff. He's going to be 32, good guy, but he's a left-handed shot, so I don't know if they're going to be that interested in him. The other way is maybe to go the trade route, but I mean, if they're going to go after somebody like Buffalo's Tyler Myers or Keith Yandel in Phoenix, who shoots left, by the way, it's going to cost them a Nyquist, a Tatar, a Yurko, or a Shahan. Probably, one of those, or a Mantha and a high-end pick. I mean, they're not going to, they're not going to get them for, these are prime players for the other teams. They're going to want a lot in return. So the ideal thing would probably be to see if you can improve on the free agent market. But it's a thin market this summer.
Hi, Helene. This is Dave. Good to see you. Hey, before we joined up here on Skype with you, we were just talking about the relationship between Ken Holland and Mike Babcock. Can you shed a little bit of light on that? How well did those two get along, and what does the future hold for both of those guys in Detroit?
I would challenge anyone not to get along with Ken Holland. He's a very amenable, gregarious guy. I mean, very easygoing. So, and I think people maybe don't realize how much input Mike Babcock has in decisions that are made for player personnel. I mean, it was at his pushing that they brought back Daniel Cleary last fall. He was the one who liked Weiss. I mean, he gets a lot of input. So I think it's a strong relationship. When that question was posed at Locker Cleanout Day in April about negotiating an extension, I mean, I think it was the furthest thing from either guy's mind. And I wouldn't be surprised to see, I'm sure Mike Babcock will stick around if he's making $2 million right now. That's amongst the highest paid coaches in the NHL. He's probably going to want more. If he gets more here, he'll stick around. But if not, he may end up in Toronto or Vancouver or someplace. But, bear in mind, next summer, it's not like he's the only guy in the NHL who can coach. Let's see next summer if San Jose has another disappointing season. Is maybe Todd McClellan available? What's going to be the situation with Dave Tippett in the now Arizona Coyotes? Let's see who else is available. I mean, there are other coaches Detroit likes, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Babcock ends up getting a lot of money and sticking around. And certainly the relationship is very good between the two of them. I mean, you guys talked about them carpooling to Grand Rapids. They also shared a short little plane ride to Sochi back in February that turned out very, very successfully for them.
What about a trade for a Joe Thornton or something of that nature? You see that happening, or is that a long shot?
No, because it's not really what they need. I mean, they've got a good group of forwards. It just was hard to tell last season because they hardly ever played all at the same time, But if you have a healthy, look at how much better the power play was in games 4 and 5 against Boston when Henrik Zetterberg came back and he was nowhere near full strength. I mean, you have a healthy Pavel Datsyuk and Henrik Zetterberg. you're a completely different team. You know, and then all the support guys are going to be so much better by virtue of those. So I think especially because I'm going to bet that Daniel Alfredson comes back. I mean, they're on a wait-and-see situation right now, how his back feels in August after he starts skating for a while. But I think they're happy with their forwards. Really, defense is where they need to address things most of all. And they don't have a ton of space. They have about 14, 15 million right now, but they have to re-sign Sheahan, Tatar, and DeKeyser. So probably, I mean, if you reel in a Boyle's not going to come in for less than $5 million a season. So there's not going to be a whole else left over.
We're not used to a summer like this with so little names out there. But Helene, you're one of the big ones. Thanks for joining us out here on the Suburban Ford 7 Sports Cave from Michigan here back home. Thank you so much. And coming back after the break, we're going to take some tweets from everything that you guys are talking about there. We're getting some Wings feelers out there, some Tigers talk. People love that bullpen, Dave, just like you.
I'm telling you, it's a big issue.
The conversation continues after this. Thank you.
The Suburban Ford 7 Sports Cave is powered by Suburban Ford of Sterling Heights, Michigan's largest dealer. Visit us at SaveOnCars.net.